In challenging case 180, most of the people they were going towards peripheral keratitis, arterial marginal degeneration. But you should think that I have not only shown you a cornea but also pupil and iris. So I showed you anterior segment of the patient, 35 years old male patient who went to China for postdoc studies, and there he worked in a lab on tuberculosis. So there he contracted tuberculosis uveitis, tuberculosis posterior uveitis as well as anterior uveitis. So you can appreciate that I have showed you two signs in this video. You can appreciate the attachment of pupillary margin with crystalline lens. So that sign is known as posterior synex. So there are posterior synex if you look closely. And now if you focus backwards on the peripheral cornea, there is whitish line originating at 3 o'clock in interpalpebral zone that is more marked at 3 o'clock and less marked at 9 o'clock. Now patient is on ATT as well, and the corneal sign is the start of band keratopathy. So in this video I showed you two signs of uveitis, the corneal sign band keratopathy and the anterior chamber sign posterior synex. We will discuss band keratopathy, that why band keratopathy forms in the first place. Well, it forms due to imbalance of calcium and phosphate that initiates the deposition of calcium hydroxy apatite fine crystals in the Bowman's membrane and the anterior stroma. Initially deposits at periphery, like you can see I have shown you the start of band keratopathy, and then extends centrally, ultimately forms the horizontal band in interpalpebral zone. Now it's a very slow process and it takes months to years to complete the full band. Now that can occur in a lot of chronic conditions like chronic uveitis, tuberculosis, or mostly seen in juvenile idiopathic arthritis, dry eyes, keratoconjunctivitis, sicca, chronic herpes simplex keratouveitis, chronic glaucoma, spheroidal degeneration, phthisis bulbi, siliconized eye, corneal dystrophy. So these are the ocular conditions associated with band keratopathy. Systemic conditions can also cause band keratopathy like hyperparathyroidism, renal disease, alkalosis. All these can lead to Paget's disease, milk alkali syndrome. These can cause band keratopathy. And then chemicals like silicone oil, when it touch, especially in aphakic eyes, when silicone oil touches the endothelium, they can cause band keratopathy. Phosphate containing steroid drops, if you use for a longer time, they can cause band keratopathy. Pilocarpine, another drop which is used to constrict the pupil in angle closure glaucoma, can lead to band keratopathy. So now you know the chemicals causing band keratopathy, the ocular conditions in which band keratopathy occurs, and systemic diseases and you have seen the start of band keratopathy, that first peripherally arc in the interpalpebral zone is formed, and then this goes toward the center and complete the band. In some other video I will also show you a complete band keratopathy as well. So that was all about band keratopathy, and the challenging case 180 was really interesting because no one diagnosed it correctly. Thank you very much.